The Vikings, Scandinavia's sons. For centuries their name echoed with the clang of steel and the roar of the North Sea. Who were these warriors, explorers and raiders? They were tribes, bound by blood, language and a love for freedom. From Norway, Sweden and Denmark they came. Their land was harsh and cold, yet it bred skilled seafarers and fearless warriors. Their longships carried them to lands unknown. The Viking Age began in 793 AD with the raid on Lindisfarne. This attack sent shockwaves through medieval Europe. Vikings were also traders, explorers and settlers. The Viking expansion was swift and brutal. England, France, Ireland, Spain, even the Mediterranean all felt the bite of the Viking axe. They sailed up rivers, their longships appearing like phantoms, striking terror into the hearts of unsuspecting monks and villagers. Monasteries, rich with treasures and undefended, were prime targets. But the Vikings were not mindless barbarians. They were cunning strategists, fierce warriors and skilled negotiators. They established settlements, trading posts and even kingdoms. The Danelaw in England, the Norse settlements in Ireland and the Viking presence in Normandy are testaments to their lasting impact. They ventured eastwards, navigating the rivers of Russia, reaching the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea, trading furs, slaves and precious goods. Their travels brought them into contact with the Byzantine Empire, the Abbasid Caliphate, and other great civilizations, fostering cultural exchange and influencing the course of history. The Vikings lived in a world filled with gods and monsters, a world where myth and reality were intricately intertwined. They believed in a pantheon of gods, each with their own domain and powers. Odin, the All-Father, god of wisdom, war and death, ruled Asgard, the realm of the gods. Thor, the god of thunder, wielded his mighty hammer, Mjolnir, protecting mankind from giants and chaos. Freya, the goddess of love and fertility, possessed great beauty and magic. These gods were not distant deities, but active forces in the lives of the Vikings. They were honored with sacrifices, rituals and offerings. Valhalla, Odin's hall, awaited the souls of warriors who died bravely in battle, promising an afterlife of feasting and fighting. The Vikings believed in fate, that their destinies were predetermined by the Norns, three female figures who spun the threads of life. This belief instilled in them a fatalistic courage, a willingness to face any challenge, knowing that their fate was sealed. The hammer and the anvil. The Vikings were masters of war, their skill in battle honed from childhood. They fought with an almost supernatural ferocity, their berserker rage legendary. Their weapons were extensions of themselves, crafted with skill and imbued with meaning. The axe, a symbol of Viking might, was a versatile tool used for both battle and everyday tasks. The sword, a weapon of status and prestige, was often passed down through generations, its blade etched with runes and symbols. The spear, a simple yet effective weapon, was favored for its reach and throwing ability. Shields made of wood and often reinforced with iron provided protection in the heat of battle. Chainmail, a type of armor made from interlocking metal rings, offered some defense against slashing blows but was expensive and time-consuming to produce. Helmets, while less common than often depicted, were worn by some warriors, providing additional protection for the head. Life beyond the sea. While the Vikings are often remembered for their raids and conquests, their society was more complex than just a band of warriors. In times of peace, they were farmers, fishermen, traders and artisans. They lived in small villages, their houses built of wood, stone or turf, depending on the region. Family and kinship ties were strong, providing a sense of community and support. Women played an important role in Viking society, managing households, raising children and even engaging in trade and craft work. They enjoyed a relatively high status compared to women in other cultures of the time. The Vikings were skilled craftsmen, creating intricate jewelry, woodwork and metalwork. They were also storytellers, their sagas and poems preserving their history, beliefs and legends. The legacy of the North. The Viking Age, spanning from the 8th to the 11th centuries, left an indelible mark on the world. Their raids brought terror but also cultural exchange and new ideas. They were explorers reaching North America before Columbus and settlers establishing communities. Their genes flow in millions today, a testament to their wide-ranging travels. Their mythology, art and stories continue to captivate and inspire.